Studies show that 5 out of 6 men in this country consider themselves to be Christian men, but only a small fraction go to church. Studies also show that if you go sit in any church today, you're going to see that 2 out of 3 people sitting in the pews are women. So the question is, why have good men stopped going to church? So I am David Long. This is the Mountain Men channel. This is the channel where we try to help good men do great things, first in here, then in our families, and out in the culture. And guys, really what's behind this title today, why good men have stopped going to church, what's behind this title is I would like to hear back from our subscribers, from anyone listening to this. We have anywhere from 50 to 500 people watching these initial videos. We're a brand new channel, but I'm just looking for 10 to respond to this video and tell me, do you go to church? Or did you used to go to church, stop going to church, never went to church? Why? And I'm going to try to make it easy for you to leave a comment. I'm going to put these 6 ideas that I'm going to share today. I may be completely off base, but I'm going to put each one as a shortened sentence down in the description below so you can copy and paste. Yeah, I agree with this one. No, I don't agree with this one. You're way off base, David. But my goal is for 10 to respond to this video today, guys. So my number one thought on why good men don't go to church is because they don't see it as relevant. What's really important to men is their family, is their high importance is their workplace, how to succeed in the workplace, what I should be doing in the workplace. A lot of men, of course, are concerned about the economy, about the culture, and they don't feel like the sermons they're hearing at church are relevant to those topics. Well, gentlemen, the Old Testament and New Testament deal with alcohol consumption, deal with lust, deal with sexuality, deal with gossip, deal with manhood, deal with family dynamics, how that's supposed to go. So the Bible addresses all these topics, and yet men feel like they're not hearing that on Sundays from the pulpit. They're not getting what they really need, what they really think is relevant. So that's my first idea. The second reason, guys, is that men are looking for a battle to fight, and they're not seeing the local church as a place that talks about that battle. Now, a lot of churches have taken that battle and they just put it out into the spiritual realm, and there's no practical aspect of that. Well, guys, that battle starts in here, that battle is on the family level, and that battle is out in the culture. And maybe churches could talk more about how we win the culture war out there and help them understand how to promote good, not just internally, but how to promote, how to train your children, how to win that battle, as it were, for the right values, and then take that battle out to the culture and talk more about the cultural issues. What should be our response as good men to various cultural issues that really concern us? So guys are looking for a battle. Now, my third idea is that men are interested in leadership. They're interested in becoming a leader, and they're interested in following strong leaders. And sometimes they'll gravitate to workplaces that have strong leadership. Sometimes they'll gravitate to political figures or business icons. They'll read books about the people that have been very successful in business. So they're looking for inspirational leadership. And sometimes they look at the local church and they say, is this a strong leadership team? Can this leadership team teach me how to be a good leader? They're looking to follow. Men want to follow good leaders. They really do. And so the local church, is it providing that inspirational leadership that men are looking to follow? The fourth idea that I have is that men may not be worshipers by nature, but if they're going to worship, if they're going to engage in worship at the local church, they're going to want to do it in a manly way. A lot of songs have moved away over the last 100 years from the old hymns that used to talk about onward Christian soldiers, going out to war, and all this kind of stuff. There are some, but there may not be as many war-focused, manly kind of songs in worship. There's nothing wrong with the melodic, gentle kinds of songs that maybe women might relate to a little bit more. I don't know. But there's also nothing wrong with manly worship music that just makes you want to get up and raise your hands and get up and dance and get up and shout and get excited about the battle and get excited about advancing the cause of goodness in the earth. So men may not be worshipers by nature, perhaps, but I think if we're going to look at what the local church does to attract men, we need to look at the worship as well. Guys, the fifth reason, in my way of thinking, why good men have stopped going to church is that most men are not looking to get saved. They're looking to get captured by a vision that would compel them, willing to lay their lives down. You know, when Jesus gathered his disciples, 11 of his 12 disciples were later in life were martyrs for the faith, and the 12th one, John, was exiled on the island of Patmos. This vision, the gospel of the kingdom that Jesus preached, was one that compelled them, made them willing to lay their life down. If the local church is just preaching a gospel of salvation, get saved from your problems, get saved from hell, but it doesn't call men up to something that they're willing to lay their lives down, we may need to step back and look at what gospel are we preaching. And I know that's controversial, but I think we need to step back and say, gospel of salvation versus the gospel of the kingdom. You know, Jesus said, if you look to seek to save your life, you're going to lose it. But if you're willing to lose your life for my sake, then you'll find it. We have to recapture that at the local church level. And guys, my sixth point of why I think good men have stopped going to church, no longer go to church, and this kind of relates back to one, men are looking for purpose. If you read any surveys, any research shows that men are looking for a life purpose. They're looking for, why am I here? What should I? And they're looking to connect that overarching kind of personal mission statement, if you will. They're looking to connect that to my day job. How does what I'm doing today, am I just trading my time for money? Or is what I'm doing at work today meaningful to my life purpose? I know we need to make money. We need to take care of our families. But what's the bigger, at the end of the day, at the end of my life, when I'm, you know, what are they going to write on my tombstone? Why was I here? Men are looking for an answer. Men are looking for a mission statement for their life, and the local church needs to help them understand what that, you know, the Bible, Jesus said that we're given gifts and talents to do business with those until he comes. Well, what is that business? Is it just the business of getting other people saved, or is it the business of advancing his kingdom in the earth? I think if we could help them find that their life mission is to, you know, when the second part of the Lord's Prayer, the first part, you know, our Father who art in heaven, the second part, thy kingdom come, thy will be done today on earth as it's being done in heaven. Well, this is ground zero for planet Earth, right? So how do we get that will, that attitude, the kingdom character into us and out through us, out to a culture? Men need to understand their mission, that why am I here on earth? And they need help in connecting that to their day job. Otherwise, they're just like, okay, well, I'll go to work again today. I'll make more. I guess I'll make some more money. And they might pursue other things to fill that void. Sports, entertainment, and all other kinds of not great things. So guys, those are my ideas on the 6 core reasons why good men no longer go to church. But guys, I really, as I said at the beginning, I want to hear what you think. So leave me a comment down below. Look at my list in the down in the description if you want. Copy and paste. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't agree with that one. But really, I want to hear from you, because that will help me make better videos and help more men. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Guys, I really appreciate your time today. I'm David Long. This is The Mountain Men, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.